Hello everybody, it's Charlie again, and I'm currently playing Enter the Gungeon. This will be another replay review. Other than that, let's get into it. Hope you guys enjoy. What's up guys, welcome back to another review. I'm currently playing, as you can see, Enter the Gungeon. This game is actually kind of popular. I know a lot of people know about it. I don't know at this point, but when I was playing it on the PS4, it was widely known. The point is, it does have maybe a small story to it about the whole gun thing, but it's actually a very fun game. As you can see, very retro stylistic with pixelated art. To me, it looks cool. It's fun to play, but to some people, maybe the aesthetics of the game might not be so appealing, especially nowadays. But the game is fun. It is sort of a roguelike where you have to start over from the beginning, in a way. But it does have the advantage that the stages change. You know, it is procedurally generated levels. When you come back, none of the levels are ever the same. There are different layouts and stuff. They might look similar in some ways, but you know. And also, there's different guns that change the gameplay completely. I mean, there's a variety of them. The gameplay in the game is done really well, really tight controls. As you can see, I could genuinely tell you I like the game. There's no doubt about it. This is a game that you guys would find fun. There's very little wrong with it. I think it works really well with what it is. Like I said, the aesthetics though, that might bother you a bit, you know. But the controller layout is perfect in my opinion. It does have some functions with the PS5 controller, because I did play it on the PS5 just for the review. But originally I played it on the PS4. And you could feel the actual sensors working with the game, which is really cool. There's also a couple of things that you should know. Destructible environments, as you can see, just a mess of things. Teleportation devices that get you around the map quicker, so you don't have to continuously walk around in and out of doors, which may annoy some people. I'm pretty sure not everybody likes that long. You know, I'm the type of person that like to stumble onto things, so I don't mind. But I know it bothers quite a few people. But anyways, there is these, I guess, secondary bosses. They're not the main boss, but they're a little bit stronger than the regular baddies. And they have different abilities that you have to stay away from. Like this guy has a long-ass chain, I don't know, filled with some laser shit on it. But it's fun because it kind of prepares you to, you know, it keeps you on your toes. It makes you stay alert. It is a fast game. There is explosives and stuff going off at the same time. You fight these little bullet enemies, which is really funny. The red bullets are a little bit more dangerous than the yellow ones. And there's a variety of, you know, enemies, which is really cool. Varieties of areas. And it's hard to explain what the game is actually going for. I think the game is just going for fun, really. So don't focus too much on the characters, and none of that stuff really matters. It's just you jump in, you have a good time, you jump out type of thing. There's quite a few games that are jump in, jump out, but this one may keep your attention longer just because it's so fast paced, you know. It's like an action movie in a way. You do roll tables over to use for cover, you stumble onto things, and I just think it's done really well. You get attacked all at once sometimes, and it can be overwhelming depending on your ability with video games. There is boss fights. As you can see right here, Bullet King is waiting for me. I think that's his name. Yeah, there it is, Bullet King. And there's several bosses in the game, as you'll see throughout the video here. As you can see, raining bullets. There is a tutorial at the beginning of the game to help you learn how to play. So it's not just that they throw you in there and expect you to know what to do. You know, you do get a pretty long tutorial. It's not an annoying one. It's actually kind of fun because you're already using a lot of the stuff you're going to be using when you're playing the game. So overall, the game does a lot of things really well. I believe there is another game related to this one. I'm not really sure if it's called Return of the Gungeon, something like that. I never played that one. I only played the top-down one, which is this one. And yeah, I mean, gameplay, the movement works well. The graphics are pixelated, old school, retro style, so it's like a retro shooter, I guess. One of the best retro shooters you could possibly play, in my opinion. There's really nothing but positives, I believe, from this game, and it should be extremely cheap. I think I picked this game up for about $7 if I'm not mistaken when it was originally out. Obviously the original price is probably more than that, but I didn't buy it then. Somebody at work actually told me about it. This guy named Rick, he was like, dude, you have to play this, it's so cool. You have a PlayStation, I have a PlayStation 2, you should also, not a PlayStation 2, but also a PlayStation, which is, he had a PlayStation 4. And I was like, alright, I'll check it out. I kept ignoring him, but he kept mentioning it, so I said, fine, I'm gonna check it out. And finally I saw it on special, picked it up, and never regretted it. I have some of the videos on my channel. I'm not particularly the best at this game, but it is fun to play. So we're halfway through the review, and my habit is to give you my, I guess, analysis on it and, rating. My rating for this game is an 8.5. In my opinion, it's pretty high up there because of the fun factor and because of the gameplay. This is a video game, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a real video game. There's also little details about the weapons and stuff that you'll notice, and it'll change up your gameplay completely according to what you're doing. As you can see, this bad guy has a giant sword that tosses these red bullets, I guess. But anyways, here are the main characters. The Marine, we got the Pilot, we got the Convict, and I believe the Hunter. So there's 4 characters to pick from, and each character starts off with their own version of weapons that they have, which is really cool. I usually pick the Marine or the Pilot, but the other 2 characters are really cool. I think the Hunter is pretty cool too. It just depends. Honestly, they play very similarly, but it's cool that you have choices in characters. Okay, they all have their little thing going, and they're, it's up to you. It's personal preference, guys. That's not the point. The point is to get in there, have a good time, learn the gameplay. Obviously, keep moving around, Doom Eternal style or Doom style, but top-down shooter on a smaller scale. It's not Doom, okay? Which, by the way, I need to go back to Doom, but holy crap, I haven't had time. There's just too many games I'm playing at the moment, but I will go back. Besides all that, I've played games like this before, but I think this is the best of its kind, in my opinion. It kept my attention the longest, since this is not exactly my genre of game, but it is closer to my genre of game, I guess, because it's action based. But yeah, the only thing I would see people having problems is I don't like the style. It looks ridiculous, or whatever, but it's made this way for a reason. You don't know yet by looking at it, but once you play it, it'll hit your brain and it'll be like, I see what they're doing here. Feels good. Feels really good to hit the targets and everything. It just works well. It does have your classic R1 shooter button, and the movement works really well. Like I said, keep moving around, don't get frustrated, pay attention to the bullets coming at you, and be ready to dodge and move, because there is a dodge button as well, so that's really cool. Aside from the special weapons that you acquire. But yeah, as you can see here, you get around barrels, you could use the environment. Sometimes there's walls, there's tables, and it just feels cool to flip over a table. You see the little animation. And then if you get into it a lot, it'll feel like an action movie, like you're going all out, And there's really nothing much more to say to this. I believe this is an indie game because it obviously feels and looks like an indie game. I don't think the budget was that great. I don't have to tell you guys about that. But yeah, this is the best of its kind, I believe. Even better than the Contra top-down games. I think the Contra top-down games were not that good. I prefer the 2D side-scrollers. I believe there's a new Contra game that came out. I did play a little bit of it because I played the demo on my channel at some point, and it was alright. Or I'm not sure if I put the demo out. I might have not. I don't remember. But yeah, as you can see here, I'm fighting the boss with a different character and a different gun, and the effectiveness is different and the way you use it is different. Obviously you have to get used to, like I said, dodging is a big freaking deal in this game, as well as blank bullets, which you'll attain eventually. They'll explain that in the game, so don't even worry about it. Here is the Gatling Gull. He's a menace. This guy is a little bit more difficult because he chases after you while he's shooting at you. The point is, guys, you can't go wrong with this game. Epic fun. Never regretted getting it. Do I think it should be part of your collection? Yes. 8.5 certified. I think it's one of those games that everybody can play. Not everybody can beat, sadly. But here's a few options here at the end that you can, I guess, make the game either more difficult or more interesting in your way. There's a crap load of options. There's also a co-op mode, guys. So just to let you know, you can't play this with people, with your friends. I think it's couch co-op. I'm not really sure if it's online co-op, but you could use share play. Anyways, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end it right here. 8.5, I do hope you guys enjoyed. Please like and subscribe when you get a chance. And like I always say, go get 'em.